feature body o. Feature body o. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi múra sí iṣẹ́ o. Múra sí iṣẹ́ wákì o. Wákì o. Kájọ go to feature body o. Feature wákì o. You say you want expensive shit. O fẹ́ máa bára wé wheezy. You way you never amount. O fẹ́ máa bá wọn wọ Prada. You go rock am and run down. Pàdé mi double your hustle o. Respect yourself o. Stop living fake life. Ororo no be good boy. Pussycat no be tiger. Monkey at us chimpanzee. Walk you, walk you.
Spread your wings on Splash 105.5 FM.
Splash FM 105.5.
Real estate. It's real estate on Splash 105.5 FM.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Real Estate Today on Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. Remember that on Real Estate Today we discuss property, land and housing, letting and sales, as well as legal aspects of buying and selling of property, among other things. I am Michael Olatunbosun. Today let's talk about residents' associations of communities. In some communities, they're called landlords and residents' association. And in some others, they are basically residents' associations. The bottom line is that estate residents' associations oversee the provisions of shared services such as security, waste management, street lights, etc. in the estate. They also coordinate the affairs of the estate or communities, see to the welfare of residents, fostering peaceful coexistence, maintaining the community and protecting the collective interests of members of the association, in order to maintain real estate values within the community. They do this by collecting dues or levies in form of annual or monthly service charge from members of the estate's residential association. In a lot of cases, membership of associations is usually automatic upon becoming a resident of the community. While these may be debatable, however, there have been big questions on whether it is mandatory for you to be a member of your community residents association. In September of last year, in 2020, a Federal High Court decision clarified this position. The Federal High Court, sitting in Lagos, recently delivered a judgment in the case of Megawatts Nigeria Limited versus Registered Trustees of Bagada Phase 2 Residents Association, that persons who live in a residential estate cannot be compelled to join the membership of the residential associations, thus compelling residents to be members of the estate association has been declared unconstitutional. In the absence of membership, there is no basis for the association seeking to collect dues or levies from a resident. In essence, this means that membership of such associations and payment of dues or levies by residents of an estate is now voluntary. You're listening to Real Estate Today on Splash FM 105.5 here in the city of Ibadan. A commercial break. When I come back, I will talk about the facts of the case. I'm talking about real estate residents associations and implications. Don't go away.
TV tún ti ṣe bẹ́bẹ́ o. Dígbì ni wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú rẹ̀. Jẹ̀gbádùn ẹ̀dínwó ìdá méjìlélọ́gbọ̀n lórí GoTV Max. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, tí o bá sanwó GoTV jọ̀ní fún ẹgbẹ̀rún méjìlénírínwó àti ọgọ́ta náírà. GoTV ó ṣàó sókè téńté lọ sí GoTV Max pẹ̀lú ìkànnì márùnléláàádọ́rin tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Abracadabra! Wọ́n máa jẹ̀gbádùn àwọn eré oníṣe India lórí Star Live, La Liga, eré bọ́ọ̀lù àfẹsẹ̀gbá, Premier League, àwọn ètò Big Brother Naija lóríṣiríṣi lórí Africa Magic, Nigerian Idol, BET, Cartoon Network àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ̀dínwó tó dáa, ìfowópamọ́ tó kù àyà. Lóòótọ́, GoTV wà pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ digbí. Àwọn oníbàárà GoTV Max láti ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹta ò ní ìpín nínú ìpolongo yìí o. Ìlànà àti àdéhùn wà ṣá o. GoTV nífẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ̀.
Ẹ bá ń kalẹ̀ mọ́ fàlejò tó fẹ́ wọlé. Tó bá wọlé tán bí kò máa jáde ní.
oṣù àpọ́nlé oṣù ẹ̀yọ́nú tún ti dé o. Oṣù Ramadan tí gbogbo èèyàn máa ń jì fàfàmìà lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba Allah pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò lọ́lọ́kọ̀ òjọ̀kan yálà lóru àti lọ́sàn-án àwẹ̀ Ramadan. Ìyẹn lórí ìkànnì ọmọlúwàbí Splash FM 105.5 àti Lágẹ̀lú FM 96.7. Àsìkò rẹ̀ ó látún ti wá fagbọ̀n kọ́rẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba lékè ọlá pẹ̀lú ṣíṣe àwọn onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò bí oníṣẹ́jú 5, 10 àti 15. Bákan náà làǹfààní tún ṣí sílẹ̀ fún yín o láti kẹ́bùn wá fàmìà fáwọn èèyàn láti máa fi ṣèfàjẹ́ lóru àwẹ̀. Ẹ tètè máa bọ̀ wá o sí ìkànnì ọmọlúwàbí Splash FM àti Lágẹ̀lú FM òkè gájòkè láti wá ṣòǹgbọ̀wọ́ àwọn ètò nínú lámàlánà yìí. Fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ pè Amir Lukman Tijani sórí nọ́mbà yìí 080-733-21933. Oṣù àwẹ̀ Ramadan tó wọlé dé yìí Ọlọ́run ọba ò ní dùn wá ládàá Allahumma àmín.
Life is a mystery which can only be unraveled by the Word of God. And that's why you need to join Pastor Prince Will Afolabi of God's Power Evangelical Mission every Wednesday at 7:45 p.m. on Splash FM 105.5 as we unravel the mystery of life for great impact and success. Join us then. God bless you.
Mommy, let's play football. Mommy, help me push my bicycle. Mommy, jump rope. Mommy, here, let's play hide and seek. Mommy, let's have some Twisco. You need it.
It's easy to spot a Twisco kid because they seem to be so active. Introducing new Twisco chocolate drink powder, a unique blend of cocoa, milk, and malt, fortified with Enafort, a special blend of vitamins and minerals that helps give kids the vitality they need for an action-packed day.
Twisco, power your dream.
Real estate. It's real estate on Splash 105.5 FM.
Yeah, welcome back. It's still real estate today on Splash FM 105.5. Today, the 5th day in the month of April 2021. I'm talking about estate associations. Okay, so I told you about the facts of the matter, particularly concerning the case of the Federal High Court ruling in the case of Megawatts versus the Gbagada Phase 2 Residents Association. I said sometime in January of 2016, Megawatts Nigeria Limited moved its headquarters or head office into Gbagada Phase 2 Lagos. It was requested by the Gbagada Phase 2 Residents Association to pay its estate dues from 2017 to 2020. So not comfortable with this demand, the company instituted an action against the association, seeking, among other things, a declaration that it is not a member of the association and cannot be compelled to join, and a declaration that compelling residents of Gbagada Phase 2 to be members of the association is unconstitutional. The company argued that it is not a member of the association, also that since it provides its own security, waste management system, and other services allegedly provided by the association, it is not bound to pay dues to the association. Okay, on the other hand, the association argued that the company, by having its office within the estate, is a member of the association and is bound to pay requisite dues and levies as same is used for the management of the estate. So in his decision, Justice Oweibo, sitting at the Federal High Court, Lagos on Friday, 25th of September 2020, considered the provisions of Section 40 and 41 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended. And the Supreme Court decision in Agbai versus ORS, Agbai and ORS versus Okogwe in 1991, and held as follows. Where a person voluntarily becomes a member of an association, the member cannot complain against the custom of the association. However, where a person is presumably a member of an association by operation of an alleged custom, he cannot be compelled to abide by the customs of the association against his will, as that would be unconstitutional. Thus, the court declared that the act of the association coercing the company into becoming its member is illegal and unconstitutional. Let's hear from lawyers now. It's still real estate today, beg your pardon, real estate today on Splash FM 105.5. Let's get perspective here. Okoli Chimeze Ugochukwu is a lawyer with interest in property matters. Okoli Chimeze Ugochukwu, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Mr. Michael.
Yeah, good morning. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you. Let's talk now. Okay. Basically, try to get back to him so that we can have a full conversation in this matter. Basically, a few questions that I thought we should ask and get answers to in this matter. Okay. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Good morning. Okoli Chimeze Ugochukwu is a lawyer with interest in property matters. Let's get talking on this matter. I was talking about associations, as residents associations. First of all, based on the judgment that I read a while ago, it says that you cannot be a member of an association by presumption. So the fact that you live in an estate and they have a residence and association does not presuppose that you are a member automatically. Tell me, what exactly are the grounds here?
Okay, thank you. The thing is, every person in Nigeria has a fundamental human right to associate and also not to associate, because association is free. A person cannot be forced to belong to an association or to remain being a member of an association. Now, when a person belongs to a lawful association, he is bound by the lawful constitution and orders of the association.
Okay.
Does not matter if that association is registered or not.
So in other words, I thought I should ask the question then. Can a resident decide not to be a member of the residents association?
Yes, because it's voluntary.
Okay.
It's not compulsory. There is no membership by presumption. No, it's voluntary. You decide to be a member of an association. And when you are a member, you are bound by both reasonable and unreasonable constitution of that organization, as long as you're a member.
Okay, but you see, there's a... sorry about that. There's a quagmire here. Let me bring it to you. Many times, most of the developments of the community, or if you like, an estate, is driven by the association. So if you are saying that it is voluntary, so you are not bound to join the association of your estate. But you see, you definitely must enjoy some of these services. You know, they make their roads, pave the roads, pay security. Even though you have your own security, they still have the total security for the estate. Does it not really take something away from them as well, those who pay to make these things happen? Are you not cheating them?
The position is this. Like I said, being a member is voluntary. However, if you enjoy the services of an association, then you are morally you are meant to pay for such services. That's where I'm still going. You stop me midway. Membership is not voluntary. But you are in an estate, you benefit from the services provided by the estate, maybe security, to benefit from the road, from the water provided. Definitely you have a moral duty to contribute to whatever due is being paid by members of the association, because by benefiting, you have already shown that you want to be a member. But that under compulsion that you must be a member, the law frowns against it. And there are laws about the section 4041 of the Constitution as amended. Then the other case you mentioned, there's also another case, 2011 case, registered trustees, Association of Keepers and Quarry Owners of Nigeria, versus Yusuf and others, a Court of Appeal case. Justice Kudira Tekereko made very brilliant submission there as regards the right and freedom of members to join or not to join. It's like we must hit the nail on the head. If you are a member, you must abide by their rules. If you are not a member, you are not under their rules. However, not being a member, if you benefit from the services provided by the association. No, you must also. No, that case you mentioned.
Yeah.
If you look at the body of the judgment,
yes,
the company provides virtually
everything
services. Yes, but because the residence is situated in the estate, then the estate said that they automatically members. That's where the law found us.
Okay, so there's this area that I thought we should mention now, and which is very important for me because I've seen it and I've challenged it in places where I have lived. Some residents' association use some rather crude ways of extracting dues from the residents of the association. Sometimes they threaten to cut off your electricity, or sometimes they cut off your electricity because you didn't pay certain dues, or they block the road to your house because you did not pay certain dues. What is that? What does the law say about that?
That's wrong. That's wrong. Cutting electricity is not their duty. If such is done, okay, let me rephrase it. Like I said, if you are a member of that association and the law setting on the association says that whoever defaults in payment would not be allowed to go out and come in, whoever defaults, they will cut the electricity supply to his house. If it is in the law setting up that association, that action is wrong. However, because it is in their law, it is valid.
But you see, when you say that if it is in their law, it is valid. For instance, let me give you a personal experience. It did not happen to me. It happened to members of the estate, and I had to fight for them. This is what happened. The community, each building was to contribute a certain amount of money to make certain places, certain roads in the community. And so because some houses defaulted, they decided to cut the electricity leading to that house. So my own argument was, are you IBEDC?
Mr. Michael.
Yes.
I have to be honest.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm looking at it from both sides, both the law and from the moral side. Cutting it is not proper. But is it in their bylaws setting up the association?
Can it be in the bylaws of a landlords and residents association to perform the role of IBEDC?
Well, it is part of their duties. Now I said if you are not a member, when you are not part of the association, you are holier than the constitution. You are above, over and above. But once you are a member, and it is part of their laws, whether that association is registered or not, by being a member, you have subjected yourself to whatever the law setting up the association is, because you joined voluntarily. However, that they are making it compulsory. No, that is what I'm saying. I'm not in support that they go cut electricity or they restrict movement. That is an infringement of the fundamental right. However, it is a lacuna created by government. It's a lacuna because nobody can restrict my right to move or cut my power supply. I do my best, I pay all the bills and I contribute regularly. I have no problems with that. However, I feel it is wrong, really it is wrong morally to cut. There are better ways to approach this matter. We cannot come and be using intimidation over on ourselves. It's not fair. The federal government intimidates us, the state government intimidates us, the local government intimidates us. Now we are the one intimidating ourselves. There are better ways. Agreed, some people could be very, very heady and not wanting to contribute to the association. That's unfair. They are benefiting from the association, you see what they are doing. It's morally right that you pay your dues and as at when you, and if you don't even have the finance, and you're about to say, or to two, there is a way you can present it, and you have to understand that you are challenged at that point in time, and later you are going to meet up your dues. But when you refuse blatantly to do your contribute your dues, and you still benefit from the association, it's a slap on those who are doing the right thing.
All right.
So you can see it's a two-way thing.
It is a two-way thing indeed. We will most certainly extend this conversation. I'd like to say thanks to you for speaking with me. I've been speaking with Okoli Chimezie Ugochukwu. He is a lawyer with interest in property matters.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. All right, it's still Real Estate today on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Our commercial break, and I'll be back in a moment. Please don't go away.
don't wait for life. You go to meet life. It's not about how many chances you get. It's what you do with what you've got. Morning after morning, cup after cup. Start strong, finish strong. With the stimulating aroma and rich, creamy taste of Nescafe 3-in-1. It all starts with a Nescafe.
Can you just be the best performance?
Thank you.
In person?
With almost 100,000 Instagram followers and over 100,000 followers on Twitter. Wow! And more than 250,000 followers on Facebook. Our followers are our greatest assets. Join our social media family for breaking news, daily information, and giveaways. On Instagram and Twitter at Splash FM 1055. On Facebook at www.facebook.com/Splash FM 105.5.
The BBC News World Service app makes listening to your favorite programs on your phone even easier. And for times when you can't use Wi-Fi or data to listen, just hit the call to listen button in the middle of the screen.
This is the BBC World Service.
Call to listen is only available in selected territories. For dial-up news services, standard geographic mobile charges will apply. Please check with your provider for exact cost before calling. Download the BBC News World Service app from your usual store.
Life is a mystery which can only be unraveled by the Word of God. And that's why you need to join Pastor Prince Will Afolabi of God's Power Evangelical Mission every Wednesday at 7:45 p.m. on Splash FM 105.5 as we unravel the mystery of life for great impact and success. Join us then. God bless you.
Real estate. It's real estate on Splash 105.5 FM.
All right, you're welcome back. It's still real estate today on Splash FM 105.5. Today, the 5th day in the month of April 2021. I spoke there before that break with Kole Chimeze. He's a lawyer with interesting property. Okay, so he's made some very critical points. So it's not compulsory for you to be a member of Residents Association, but you see, it's a moral question. If indeed you enjoyed some of the services and infrastructure of the state, association, then it's more like it behooves you to also just want to be a part of it. Don't forget that it will be very selfish of you to claim that you have a freedom of association, and you have freedom to also refuse to be a member of associations, but you enjoy their services. But you see, using crude means to extract dues from members is also crude, and just something that we should not encourage. It's a matter of whether someone has threatened another, and most of the time that's what you have. I'm not going to pay. You're not going to do anything. But I guess these people should be handed to the police, or rather reported to the courts for courts to take their course, rather than resort to cutting people's electricity and the rest of it. But then, you know that this thing has consequences. For instance, I know that it would just make people to start withdrawing their memberships from associations. New members may decline membership of associations because of this court judgment. Members may now refuse to fulfill their financial obligations towards the association, and their levies that are due unpaid may remain outstanding, and the rest of it. For the association also, it may be very difficult if a large horde of people pull off from the association, then financing or funding new projects may be difficult, if not impossible. So you understand this thing, it's neither here nor there. But I guess my own submission will be in the interest of the safety, the collective safety and development, that we also contribute our own quota Even if you are not a member of the association and you feel very strongly about certain projects, you can also say, I want to contribute towards making the gates and the rest of it for the collective peace and safety in the estate. That's my take for today. So I've now come to the end of this week's edition of Real Estate Today on Splash FM. I ask you to join me next Monday for another edition of Real Estate Today on Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. In case you have any question or queries about sponsorship, please send me a text message 0805 699 8676. A text message only, please. And you can send me a mail, Olatunbosun at splashfm1055.com. On Twitter, follow me at Mike Tombosun. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Splash FM 105.5.
We educate. That's why